An old story. Parents always get caught in the middle. Mr. Regal, your complaint says that you lent $15,000 to your daughter and her then husband.
Correct.
And shortly thereafter, within 6 months, your daughter and this was your son-in-law.
Correct.
They were divorced.
Yes.
And that as part of the divorce decree, each of your children, your daughter and your son-in-law, agreed to pay $7,500 of that loan, that the defendant paid $1,000, and you want the rest of your money.
Correct.
Okay? So, why isn't he entitled to his money?
Well, first of all, he's received $4,000 from me, or a little bit over, at least $3,500 from me.
Well, 35 or 4.
I don't have all my records, but I have it.
Why don't you have all your records?
I just don't have them all. When we split up, a lot of the paperwork, I don't know what she took of my bank records and what she didn't take.
In the divorce decree, did you say that you would pay $7,500?
I did, and I paid over $3,000.
Well, in the space of 30 seconds, we're down from 4,000 to 3,000.
Right. So,
how much did he pay you, sir?
$1,000 after I asked him for it each month.
okay. I sent you a check for $600 like 4 months ago.
Okay.
I sent you checks for $484 consistently for 6 months.
Not true.
After that,
No, just a second.
$242 a month.
Just a second. Are you telling me that for 6 months you sent him checks over $400?
Yeah.
Let me see the checks.
The bag is back right through the doors to the right in that folder.
All right, we're going to take a minute, and we'll get them. Take them out. Yeah, no, take them out.
Okay. Stay right there. Here's copies of what I could find. And I know I have
What do you
more.
mean what you could find?
Well, I don't have all my bank records. After the divorce, and even just after that, I went through my banking records, and anything that had just names on it, I just decided to throw it out.
Makes a lot of sense. Judge, may I say something?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
While he and my daughter were married for approximately 6 months,
Right.
or say 5 months from August, I loaned them the money in July.
Right.
They started making me payments
Yeah,
in
I see
August.
that. Well, I see that on joint checks
Right.
for $484.
They combined-
That's the only.
Right.
That's the only check that I see for $484, sir.
Right.
That's
And
that's on a joint check.
And that was me making the payments.
You didn't have
Well,
a
you
job.
weren't together at the time?
We were together, but I was making the payments
Here.
on the loan.
Here. The rest of them are checks for $200, $242 on Wells
242.
Fargo. They're Wells Fargo
And
checks.
that's right. And he's had at least 8 of those, plus a $600 check from
No,
Wells
I'm
Fargo
not taking
from me.
8 of those, sir, if you only give me 5.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to keep records.
I got you.
Return this to him. Now, what'd you stop making the payments for?
Well, for about 2 months, I relocated out of Santa Barbara, and I moved to San Luis Obispo. And at the time that I did that, I was out of work. And so I informed Chuck that I was out of work, and I told
How were you
him that-
supporting yourself when you were out of work?
He has a trust.
No, I don't have a trust.
How were you supporting yourself when you were out of work? How
I
did
wasn't.
you eat?
I sold anything that I had.
Like what?
Like what? I sold my motorcycle. I sold.
He was supposed to sell that to pay me back. He bought a new truck during that period of time also.
I sold clothes, skis, shoes, whatever I could to make the bills.
Who is this?
That's my girlfriend, Terry.
You live together? That's an ah. An ah is either a yes or a no.
Yes, we live together.
Does she work?
Yeah, she works.
Does he work?
Yes, he does now.
Good. So when are you going to start making payments on this money?
I started making payments on the money. I was
When?
paying.
When?
Last month, did you send the check?
Last month, no. The month
Did you-
before, I sent him $600. The month before that, I sent him about $400. The month before that, I sent him $240. He knows he received the money.
No.
Just
You
show
didn't
me a
send
receipt.
any
I'm happy to accept
You
that.
didn't send him $400, sir, the month before. Maybe you made a payment of $600, but I've looked at those. There's no check for $400 in there.